Thanks for locking in with 77 Flavors of Chicago. We're your hosts, Dario.
And I'm Sarah, and I hope you're ready to learn with us.
Today we're talking to Liv Warfield. If you don't know who that is, we're going to put you on. You're going to put Google. It's going to be your best friend.
She could definitely be like, Google me.
Yeah, for real. Google me.
Yeah.
That's her energy.
Yep.
Google me. And I'm not even mad at it.
No.
Respect.
No. Yes. 1,000%. And you know why? Because she's nice as fuck.
It really. And we're going to get into it. But first, how y'all doing? That's good to hear. I'm so glad you're doing good.
Yeah.
You know why we going to heaven?
Why?
Because we always assume the best on this podcast.
I don't. I was playing. I do. I used to be way wilder.
It did. We a little bit more tame.
I used to cuss people out.
You did. At the end of the episodes, your sign off was crazy.
It was crazy.
Y'all,
you had to bleep me out.
Nah, I just be laughing. I just like, damn. You was just waiting for it.
It was wild.
You should bring those days back.
I just be laughing, and you're just sitting there waiting for it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
because I'm a supporter of you.
Yeah, but
I got your back.
I appreciate that.
I get your back. Shit, yeah. I'm with the energy. Because people, if you see, you got to listen to the meat and potatoes of the episode and know that Sarah really don't like you, but she messed with you. No, I'm just playing.
I just don't like people getting familiar. You know what I mean? You know what I let you know.
You said don't get too familiar around here.
Don't think you will not be cussed out, because you will be. I don't care who you are.
I love doing it on these kind of episodes. I was acting the fool. Same energy. We do not discriminate depending on the episode.
And this is not sponsored. They did reach out and invite us to see the show.
So we got to give them the full experience.
So yeah. And then they asked if we wanted to speak to Liv, and we said, hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, we do. Why, what kind of question is that? Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to? What if we said, nah, I mean, she kind of mid. No. No, she's not. I'm just saying, what if we said, she really is. But before we get into all that, how's your week? What's going on?
My week was very good. It's actually kind of crazy. So, for those of you that have not been listening long enough, I grew up in Jordan, and that's where I went to high school. And this person I went to high school with, we were never like friends in high school. My high school graduating class was 80 people, so it's not a big school. So you knew
only 80 people?
Yes,
I
went to private school.
High school?
Yes.
Okay.
And I went to private school my whole life.
Damn.
It's the same school. Okay. It's the same school. I went there from like pre-K through 8th grade. And then I would have stayed in the same school for high school, but the king in Jordan opened up a boarding school, and I was one of the first people to get into that boarding school. It was a very prestigious, it's based on Deerfield Academy that he went to in Deerfield, Connecticut, Massachusetts. I don't know. It's on the East Coast. So he took that concept of his high school, brought it to Jordan. He even brought his headmaster, Mr. John, and who was my headmaster when I was there for high school, who recently passed away, unfortunately, but he was a phenomenal person. So I went there for 2.5 years, and then I decided I wanted to go back to my old high school, which was the same people that I had gone to pre-K with all the way through 8th grade. So I knew all of these people already, and Jordan is very small. The entire country is like 7 to 11 million people. Like, it's a very, very small country. And so the people that went to private schools, we all ran in the same circles. So we all knew each other. So this person that I went to high school with, we were never friends, but I knew her and we had classes together. And she just literally last week, she DM'd me on Instagram. She was like, hey, I know you're in Chicago. I just recently moved here. Would you want to go out for dinner and
that's crazy.
Hang out? And I said, yes, I would love to. Because she was always super sweet. You know what I mean? She was always really nice. She was like one of the smartest kids in our class. We were just never friends. So I said, yes, of course. So we go out for dinner. And we were out for like 2.5 hours. And when I tell you I could have stayed out for like another 6 hours to talk, like it was like a mirror of myself.
That had to feel good.
Yeah, we have so much in common, and we just connected so deeply. And she's still a great person. And so today I just hung out with her for like I don't know,
7-8
hours.
Yeah.
I took her to all my favorite places. I took her to Home Goods. We went to Wicker Park where we had breakfast, and then we went into like all the bookshops and thrift stores, and we went jewelry shopping. There was a vintage market going on, so we walked down the street and went to the vintage. So I had a great week connecting with an old friend, and then a great day today. Doing more of that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's so good. Fun fact, y'all. I actually drove by Sarah's school before.
Yeah,
Like, that's a random fact.
I took you to both my schools.
Yeah. That felt good to kind of see.
Right? Because I had seen you, like, where you grew up.
Yeah.
And then when
you still ain't seen my elementary school, though.
Right. I did
you,
not.
You ain't seen the high school either. No, yes, you did.
No, I did.
We drove. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you saw.
And you showed me the school that shut down.
Hope Lutheran.
Hope Lutheran.
Yeah, that was, I did that, what, 4 through 7.
Yeah.
And then 8th out in St. John's, you ain't seen that one.
Mm.
That's when I broke my hip. And then you ain't seen my elementary school.
Right.
Yeah. That's dope.
But it was really just fun to realize that we both hated the same people in high school.
Y'all reminiscing of old shit.
Yeah, 1000%. We talked so much shit too, and we scrolled people's Instagram and we talked shit about them.
Damn, y'all. That's not how the energy should have went.
I mean, it was great most of the time, but I was like, what are these bum ass people still up to? And she told me, she was like, they still bums.
Oh, so that's right, because she's still connected, kind of. Little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, she's still like she was never friends with them either, but she was kind of. I'm telling you, it's hard to not run into people when you're in Jordan because everyone is right there.
That's how it's starting to feel in Chicago. Shit, it's starting to feel like that here.
Yeah, but it was good week. How was your week?
Well, I almost crashed out.
You had a little mental.
I had a little,
mental crash out.
Had to reset a little bit. I tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's about it. And then I let it all go. But
right.
I was dumping this week. Yeah. I was dumping. But it's all good.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, it feels good to have that kind of situation going on.
You mean a relationship?
Yeah, relationship. I couldn't get that word out.
Okay, all right. So you just said 5 years and he was like, this is a situation.
No,
we
man.
Friends with benefits.
I ain't mean that. No, I ain't mean that. Hold on, man.
Right,
Come on.
yeah. Okay. All right, now.
Hey, question for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to. Everybody talking about it. 100 men versus
Man,
one gorilla. What's your take on it?
All these men need to go to therapy. Is my take.
But what? Yeah. Why would you? Why? Who thought of this?
A man that got too much free time. Here's the thing. There is never going to be no.
No,
what
it
do
ain't
you mean? Gorillas are very strong. I think here's the thing. Here's the funniest thing is men always think they're stronger than they are. You know how like a 40-year-old man with a beer gut will tell you he could run a 6-minute mile if he really wanted to, but he never will. You know what I mean? Like you might have in your 20s, but like you're never. So
she looked right at me. Those are my stats.
No, but
I did.
you never go around saying that.
I don't like running. Period.
But you would never say that. You would never over assume your abilities. But I'm saying, a man that thinks he can take on a gorilla is a man that over assumes his abilities, because that's insane.
I'm assuming that, because I don't know how it started, but I'm gonna just assume somebody was like brought it up in a conversation and was like 100. They said it. Because I don't think nobody was like consciously thinking about this. I think somebody said it and was like, nah. And then that was like, some dude was like, yeah. And then they went back and forth and they were like, well, what? Can this happen?
No.
The answer is absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely the fuck not. Now, what somebody said.
What was the statistic you found about gorillas?
Yeah, here's the one statistic, y'all, that made me be like, hell no. A gorilla could throw 400 pounds 30 feet.
Damn.
Y'all, so do y'all know?
Fling each man one at a
time.
time.
Do you know? But forget the fact that they only eat grass and got just brute strength.
Only eat grass.
Or whatever. They basically, the vegetation is the primary, so they brute strength. Farm fed, grass fed.
Grass fed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hearing that, do you know how heavy 400 feet is? And they could throw it 30 feet. 400 pounds?
Yeah.
And they could throw it 30 feet?
I don't know how heavy. I tried to bench press 115 and I was dying.
I could deadlift 400, but that's deadlift.
Right. You can't throw.
The people, do you know there was people that came out and said that, I don't know if you want to call them like animal folks in that field.
Zoologists?
No, not quite zoologists, but people that work with animals. They were like about
Etymologists?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, but I'm like, it's too many people listening to us. They said 40 to 60 humans could probably do it.
No.
Because like here's the thing, it ain't gonna get tired.
No.
One punch over. Bah,
Literally.
bah, bah. It could throw 100 punches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And don't let it get mad.
Yeah, right. Start beating his chest. They say you can hear that 4 miles away.
Damn. What did you say about its grip? You said it's like
the grip is almost a ton. They could squeeze a ton.
Can you imagine?
A ton. 1,800 pounds.
Its hands are probably huge. It probably could squeeze 2 men at a time.
It'll smack the shit out of you and all your friends. You know what I'm saying?
And it can jump high.
And it could jump. And it could run 25 miles per hour.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, y'all.
Ain't no way.
Because you can't even outrun it.
Yeah.
You can't even outrun it. And I've seen some people uncoordinated. Anyway.
You see how y'all run.
Yeah. I just wanted to have this conversation because I feel like this is a podcast conversation. You got to have this on the podcast. Yeah. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? Anyway, let's transition. Hard pivot. Hard pivot. We did have a great conversation with Liv Warfield over at Teatro Zinzani.
I do want to say that we do talk about this in the interview, but the experience at the theater is actually so fun and cool.
Yeah.
And it's so unique. Like, it's literally like a comedy, drag, circus,
everything, music,
karaoke, band show. Like, it is every form of entertainment at the same time
in Chicago. Like, and food. You got to add the food because it's so we went to this about a month and a half ago, right? And we didn't know about it. Honestly,
I didn't even look it up because I was like, I don't want to. Like, I looked up some videos on Instagram and then I was like, I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Same.
So I just like they emailed us. They're like, hey, would you like to come check it out? And we said, yeah. Like, we'll come check it out.
I mean,
there was like no obligation or anything.
Right. Not really gonna turn nothing down. You know what I'm saying? Like, not gonna turn nothing down. Yeah. You know, especially looking at the pictures that we did see.
It looked fun.
Man, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I said on the interview. I'm gonna say it again right now. This is one of the best experiences in Chicago that you can have.
Yeah, it's
period.
So fun.
Period. I feel it, and they change. You'll hear they change it up every now and then. But y'all, you got to go see this, man. Like, and shout out to the whole everybody there is so nice. That's part of the cast. When I tell you that the wait staff is a part of the show, the wait staff is a part of the show, y'all.
Everyone is an artist. Like, everyone in that room is an artist
and strong as hell.
Yeah.
This one girl looked like the Terminator. I mean, like she looked like shit.
On a gorilla.
She could put
100 of her.
100 of her versus a gorilla. Yeah, probably.
She was hanging off
by her neck.
Damn, she was.
Her man had about her neck.
Literally.
Not in a bad way, y'all. Just like he was holding on to the back of her head.
Acrobatic, like performance.
Bro, yeah, so
she was incredible. She was the after Liv. She was the most shocking one.
But then the one girl that was used her mouth to
pull herself
up and hold herself up in a headstand, literally a headstand.
Anyway, let's not get too much on what the show is because we don't. I just wanted to let them know what we was talking about, and so we interviewed the ringleader of. She's Madame Zinzani, so she is like, it's a whole cast of them. It's her and Mr. Zinzani are like the main cast members.
Yes. And they
run they're the MCs of the show.
Well, they host the hell out of that thing. So we had a conversation.
2.5 hours.
For real, of hosting and food, y'all. We had a great conversation with Liv, who is an outstanding person, very talented person. Yeah. Y'all Google her if y'all don't listen to the rest of this. But y'all, here's our interview, and we hope you enjoy it. Peace.
I didn't even notice there were tables out here when we came. I was so like.
It's a beautiful space, right?
It is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I noticed everything we walked in.
Did you?
Because I didn't know what to expect
at all.
at all. I just knew I was in a theater district.
Yeah.
We were going to see a show.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you,
I also didn't want to look anything up to like ruin it for myself.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I did because I did.
You wanted to know a little
bit, so I was like,
well, I looked you up.
Oh, bless. Okay.
Hey, so with that, she looked you up.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
So when it's going, right, and I don't want to give anything away,
sure.
like in case you do the same thing again, because the show changes. We'll get into it in a second. But when you all came out doing the karaoke, first thing I thought was, please don't pick me. That was like,
really?
I'm a great backup singer.
Okay.
Like I'm a great backup
You're
dancer,
ad-lib,
entertainer.
like,
Yeah,
snap.
I'm one of those.
You ready? Are you ready?
I hit
Okay.
you with the,
You
ooh,
the
yeah.
doo-wop.
I hit you one of them.
You will doo-wop.
Yeah.
All right. I'm
But
feeling it.
when they were like, all right, so who do we got next? And they came to you,
Yes.
I was like, let's go. When so your partner pointed at me because I had my towel. I was
was
doing
ready.
I was doing
Yeah,
these.
okay.
And then when I realized, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. That was a complete game changer.
Yeah.
Complete game
Okay,
changer.
good.
Yeah.
But that
So,
was the point.
Yeah,
You know,
I was gonna say.
we really wanted that.
Like-
and for me, it was more about people engaging, the audience engaging. Because if people who've gone to karaoke a million times know,
Yeah.
like, you know, it gets everybody jumping, whether it's good, bad, it doesn't matter. It's just engaging with because at that point, everybody becomes one in the room.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing for me. You
That
know?
was it. That was it. Yeah.
I wanna just backtrack a little bit because we like got right into it,
Yeah,
but
we
I
jumped
do
right
want to
into
talk about you a little bit
Okay.
because you're the reason I was really excited to talk to you. One, you're from Chicago, right? You're
Well, born and
Well,
raised in Peoria.
Peoria.
I live in
Yep.
Chicago, yeah.
Chicago.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, yes. Yes. Yes.
We want you on our team.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm from
Yeah.
Georgia, and I tell people I'm from Chicago.
Yes.
So don't even worry
Understood.
about it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it has to be really cool for you to be part of something this fun in the city.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about how did you get here? How did you end up here?
So there is another Teatro Zanzani in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good friend of mine named Susan Silver who was like, you got to see this. It's like circus, singing,
Right.
Everything.
Drag,
everything.
like
And
food.
it's all of that.
yeah.
And it's hard to explain
Mm-hmm.
because when she
Super.
explained it to me, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I need some more
I need
clarification.
some more. I need more clarification, but I'm like, just take me.
Yeah.
I want to see what I'm getting myself into.
Yep.
So I went to the Seattle location and I was in awe.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what? I just dropped off into this world.
Right.
You know, like
Yes.
I didn't understand. And then when I saw the Cirque acts, that was a thing for me
Mm-hmm.
to see them transform from actor to artist to clown to all the things. Like, I just was like, this is a whole fantasy land
Yeah.
that I actually wanted deep down inside for me to do. And so I met Norm, who is the owner and the creator of this space. Norm, and he was like, would you be interested in wanting to be a lead singer for this? And I was like, I don't know. You know? And it
Yeah.
was- 'cause
That's
when I
big. That's a big thing.
It's a big
Yeah.
thing because when you come into this space, it's kind of intimidating a little
Right.
bit,
Yep.
you know? Because you have to learn to let go. You
Yeah.
kind of got to learn to like release and
Yeah.
just release yourself
And
to
the
the space.
audience is like on the stage with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We in it.
Like
Like,
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We in it.
We in it too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
y'all in it.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, I tell everybody, every night it's unexpected.
Yeah.
It's the same, but it's not the same.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the energies, they shift and
Yeah.
the frequencies shift
The
from
crowd
night to night.
plays a big part in that.
Huge.
Huge part. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And I've learned from a lot of people who've been before me. A lot of people may not know, like Ann Wilson from Heart, Melba Moore, Sarah Dash from the LaBelles. All of these women have also played Madame Zanzani's in the
Oh
tent.
wow.
Wow.
Absolutely. And so you're like, right.
Yeah.
And when I ended up finding out, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Just now, you know?
Right.
So the experience of it all, the comedy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
also learning from these artists, learning from these Cirque acts, learning from them is extraordinary for me. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I come in as a singer, as a performer, but it's a different type of performance with them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a whole different level.
Right.
So I was like, okay. And I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just now,
Wow.
honestly, like feeling comfortable
Really?
in a role of like playing Madame Zanzani or playing, you know.
'Cause
another-
there's a lot of acting. I mean, obviously, like when you're on stage, you're also like a persona, I assume. I'm not a
Yeah.
performer, but
Yeah.
this is very different because you're like actually in
Yeah.
like an entire role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, and we get to have a lot of fun with it. Like Kevin Kent, who's our director now, and also Elena, who's played. She's also she does Lyra, I believe. I've learned so much from them
Yeah.
as actors, but also Cirque acts.
Yeah.
Right.
It's they've refined that
Yeah.
skill, and it is so respected. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, Kevin, he's like, no, I think you're ready for it. I'm just like, I'm a little nervous about it, but it's just letting go because everybody else is too.
Yeah.
And we want the room to do the same.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
And so,
Yeah.
well, that's what I was going to kind of talk about is because, like, you know, feeling comfortable now, working with all these other different acts, y'all have so much control over the whole show. You know what I mean? Control in the sense of it seems organized, but it's a beautiful chaos.
Organized chaos.
Organized
Yeah,
chaos,
literally.
but
Absolutely.
it is like, you know, there's so many things going on from, you know,
Nonstop.
Like you
Yeah.
got people walking through the crowd in between,
Yeah.
you know, then you come back on and, you know, he comes back on and then they come back on and, you know, you're like, this is, I'm not overwhelmed at all because it's
Yeah.
organized. You know where to focus. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
of
Like how do you like now, 5 years, 6 years in, you know, with your comfort level, how do you like maintain that control? Like how do you like keep it together?
I think you just have to go into it always with no expectation of just being fun, right? I feel really blessed that I'm able to do this and be able to come and have fun with everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's immersive.
It is.
Super
immersive.
Y'all, they be jumping
So
on
of course
tables.
we're not bored.
Yeah, no.
You get all kinds of madness, crazy stories that we have. Just people jumping on. I mean, we jump on tables.
Yeah.
Right.
They jump on tables.
Yeah.
But we keep it. You don't get bored.
No,
right?
at all.
And they keep it fresh, and that's what I love about it, and that's why I don't get bored. That's the thing about it. It is organized chaos, but it is a beautiful one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We touch all the aspects. It's not also just always clowning and comedy, but it's also feeling. You know what I mean? There is something centralized in it, and I think that's one of the things about why we wanted to bring Chicago, because it is a beautiful space that a lot of people do not know about. It is centrally located in Chicago. So we're trying to touch on the energies to bring all people from all kinds of areas. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
And here we are one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
And I think that's also speaking to the beauty of the cast. The cast is very diverse.
Very
We have
diverse
someone
cast.
from Brazil, you know what I mean? Ukraine, like
Yeah.
all of us.
A couple.
Exactly, from Chicago. I mean,
Yeah.
it's broad.
Yeah.
Super.
And I think that's the thing that we want to know. Well, we want for people to know it's for the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it does give that every night from the songs and the band.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Phenomenal.
I mean,
And they like did not stop.
No, they don't.
they don't stop. Like
They don't stop.
and
The
then
drummer was going the whole time.
Jose, yes,
and
yes.
then it came
they're
down. One of
brilliant.
them came down. The guitarist came down.
Yes,
And he's a part of the show.
Yes, right. That's what. It's all immersive.
Yeah.
All of us.
I feel like for me when I walked in, it just felt like such an escape. You know what I mean? And I feel like at a time when you need an escape, right
That's
now,
it.
because
That's it.
I want to be removed from the real world for a little bit.
That's it. Yeah.
It's like the perfect place to come in and just like feel so safe, because truly like it's representative of so many different people. Like you just sit there and you're like, I can either see myself, I can see someone I know in this cast.
That's right.
That's super diverse.
There it is.
It was just so refreshing. Like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it, because like as you guys were performing, I was like, this is like I would see this every month, every other like it was so fun. And I was kind of sad because I got so emotionally attached to the show that you guys shift the show every few months.
Yes.
And I was like, oh no, but I love this one.
Yeah.
But I want to hear more about that process. So like now it's a new show. It's different than the one we saw a few weeks ago. So how does that process work, and why do you change so often? Like
It definitely keeps the show fresh, for sure. They've been doing it way before I got even in the camp or in teatro. They shifted to keep it fresh. You know, new acts get to come in, new acts that people get to explore and see. Also, circ acts from Chicago. I mean, it's always a blend of everything to keep it fresh and to keep it going. It's not easy by any feat, honestly, but I think it makes people want to come back and urge them to come back and see it some more. You know, different singers, different lead singers. Simone Green was in here performing. Punio, my last castmate, his voice, Insanity was just here. So it's nice to mix the bag. And then also rock soul influences, jazz influences.
Yes.
That type of singing, that type of energy goes on in the cast. And the storytelling too is different.
Right? Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, of course you want to go back and see the same story, but now
story.
No, I'm into it. Yeah.
You know, but then now it's like, oh, okay, this is something new. It's a new energy, you know, which is really amazing. Like right now we have Danila Baum from Brazil. She's does hair suspension.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
it's
can only
really
imagine.
amazing.
Wow.
I can only imagine.
Really amazing. Like two of our cast members are from Brazil.
Wow.
So it's just a beautiful mix. You hear some samba. You also hear a little Sheila E. You
Yeah,
hear a
yeah.
little,
Y'all went
you
crazy
know,
with the soul. Yeah.
you know,
Last time.
and that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It's a little piece of everything that changes a little bit. So
It feels like a Chicago show, and I know this started out.
okay,
Yeah,
bless.
it feel,
Good.
I know it started in Seattle, but like when you think of Chicago, it's the mecca for entertainment, right? Like
Yes,
we
that's right.
all kinds of entertainment, and
That's
you
right.
literally get every bit of it. And the best thing about it is that it is, you come a lot of these shows. I did comedy,
Okay.
and so I was part of that entertainment.
Okay,
And
there we go.
yeah, and
Yeah.
when you're on the north side, you do white shows. When you're on the south side, you do black shows. And you're like, I'm a comedian. I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm like? I'm not trying to distinguish my act. When you come
Comedy.
here, it is a show for everybody.
Yes.
And you know what? I forgot what song, Don't Stop Believing or something like
Yeah.
that.
I was standing up singing.
Let me tell you something. I don't sing that song on the regular, y'all.
Okay.
But I was
You
in
was
there
out there
bellowing. I was coming from,
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, and so that's why I think the most beautiful thing of the show is, on top of that, you get food.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Right.
the
you eat.
restaurant, the chefs, they are amazing. They put together an amazing menu. Even the bar, like down
Oh.
to the drinks,
Oh, yeah.
down to the
He was
you know,
sloshed towards
like-
the end of the show.
Yeah,
He
'Cause
was.
they start catching up on you.
we
Like
be telling you get a drink. Get a
Shots
drink.
were flowing. It was.
Shots be flowing.
let me tell you, if
I
y'all
love
had done the karaoke at the end of the night,
Yeah.
I would have been up there with
Yeah, I
you.
was supposed to say now. You probably would have got up there. Anybody would have
Don't
seen now?
stop, believe.
I should have said that. If I would have knew, I was like,
Get my
cue that
man.
song back up. He ready.
I would start crying. It would have been a whole mess.
That's all right.
But
That's all right.
Well, I was going to ask about the improv piece because there's
Yes,
quite a bit of
yes.
improv in the show,
Yeah.
like because you're interacting with people you don't know in the audience and
Yeah,
stuff
sure.
like that. How do you prep for that? Do you guys?
I don't think it's necessarily a prep. I think it's just instinct. Some people are very like I'm still learning, but a lot of people are quick-witted,
Yeah.
quick. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I
the
think
drag artist was fantastic.
Fantastic. She was like actually
She
phenomenal.
controlled the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
controlled it.
God.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like it is a fine dance and a fine art, which I love, which I love to study from. So.
Yes.
Yeah, when we say it's interactive, Doyley's gonna get you
Yeah.
She will.
And stay on you.
and stay on
And
you.
stay.
And I love it and we love it. And I think that's what makes this whole thing so much fun. And you don't get tired. I'm telling you don't get bored. I don't get bored coming to work.
I
love
can
that.
imagine.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
tired, baby.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not bored.
Yeah.
You get to see Chicagoans also because like
Yeah.
you can't take away
Yeah.
and tourists, you can't take away the fact that the crowd is a part of it also. You know what I mean? Like a big part of y'all show.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure for you all,
Yeah.
that's the game within the game is like now you're interacting with us and you get people that, you get to see and we change all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, like I was saying, like the band is from Chicago.
Mhm.
You know, it's nice to see when people come in who live in the city, suburbs, local.
Right.
It doesn't
Night out,
matter. Just
bachelorette party. Yeah.
yeah. Bridal parties, bachelor. Like it's nice to see everybody come to this part and create a sense of community up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real. Because when we tell you it's on the 14th floor of the Cambria Hotel, people are like, wait, what?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was here
No.
Right.
at all.
Cirque actor.
And we do this.
And we do this.
We do this.
Chicago's we
Large.
do that. We always there's always these little hidden gems in Chicago,
Literally.
right? And I'm glad that we are now not so hidden anymore.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
But
Yeah.
it's a hidden, beautiful gem that everybody can just, like you said before, leave the outside.
Yeah.
Please.
Just come here and
Yeah.
just have
Let
a
go.
great time and just all of us
Right.
laugh. Laugh a little bit. We be laughing, child.
Laughing,
Oh
dying.
my God.
Dying laughing.
Yeah, cheering people
Cheering
on.
people. Right. That's why I was telling people it's all the
This
feels.
man
Yeah.
took his shirt off on
For
stage.
real, yeah. He inspired me to go back to the gym. I was like, God damn, all right. Relax.
There
bro.
we go.
Yeah.
Inspire all of us to get
All
back
of
up
us,
in there.
I'm
especially
sucking it
me.
in right now for the
Yeah,
camera.
yeah. For real. Like, yes, it's absolutely all of those feelings.
Yeah.
And you get addicted to the space because there are a lot of people who've actually come and seen the show since it's opened here in Chicago. Like maybe 15, 16 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is lovely.
Amazing.
It's lovely. And that's
that.
speaking to also sometimes changing the show up a little bit and keeping it fresh and like, you know, like Frank, I don't know, some people don't like Frank Ferrante. He's done some stuff here before. Frank's really amazing. He comes here and tent from time to time. So it's just it's really dope.
I do want to talk about your audition that I watched on YouTube that was mind blowing.
Oh wow. Thank you.
And I want to talk about that experience a little bit. And I feel like honestly I would come to watch you perform any day.
Oh bless. Okay.
Because your voice is unreal.
Blessing.
Out of control. Out of control.
Tell us a little bit about that experience.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Let me lean back.
Yeah.
That one. Let me lean back and take a sip of ginger ale.
Go ahead.
That experience changed my life. It also changed my perspective because I was already professional going into it, but it was more so of like sometimes that whole thing can get you questioning who you are. And letting people know that this is my love. This is like this. I really don't want to give up on this dream or because I have so much more. For me, it's just so much deeper. Like the connection for me singing is so much deeper. Like the message, why I do it, why I've been doing it, why I started late. I was 20 years old and I started later.
Is that late?
Yeah, that's late for me. It's late.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, 21 years old and I'm just now like, you know,
finding this new passion.
Finding it because I was scared to show people.
Right.
So for me, it's just always been the constant like never give up.
Right.
Doesn't matter the path.
Right.
Just keep going, sis. Yeah. If the path has led you here, this is what you're supposed to do right now.
Right.
Find the art in it, find the love in it, find the passion in it. If that's what you're passionate about, it's gonna keep you doing it. You know. That was a thing for me with AGT.
Yeah, right.
It's so wild hearing you. Every person in your level of expertise in that field has the same story, really.
Yeah.
Afraid to show who they were, and I'm sitting here. You were afraid, like you know what I mean? Just that's an honor to you, just to how much skill you got. But like that's a real thing, you know what I mean? Like going something brand new, you know what I mean?
It was just brand new of people. How are they going to present you to the world?
Right. Because this is your business card.
Because you're basically showing up and hoping that
you
they
get to display yourself.
Edit you in a way like
That was my biggest concern is because how are you presenting me to the world? You know, I've put on a lot of fight in artists. We put in a lot of fight because I'm true to the art. I just want y'all to just let people know I'm true to the art.
Yeah.
And you showed up with a whole band.
With a whole band.
I mean, you said go win or go home.
With a whole band, but I love live.
Yeah.
I love live. And that's the space that I live in.
You could tell. I mean, you could tell, you know, like you love it.
Plus,
that kind of leads me to this is, I don't know, sports kind of leads me to this question. Because I feel like I've been on stage, you know, and and I know when I'm hot. I know when I'm about to spaz out on the stage.
Yes.
And I got the crowd in my palm of my hand. What moment is that for you during these shows? Like, is there a singular moment? I know it changes, but like, is there a part when you like, all right, I'm about to blow their mind right now? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm about to snap. I'm about to black out.
Honestly, that's a hard one because it goes it varies. It goes with the frequency in the room for me. It's the frequency for me, so it's just feeling it.
Yeah, if the crowd is right, you know, like.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I be wanting to go every night though.
Yeah.
It ain't no like picking and choosing. It's a certain frequency that you want to give, but also it's just like, man, this is.
Yeah, we get to do this.
Yeah. This is the thing that I'm tapped into. This is what I was born to do. So in my mind, I'm like, here's my tap in. I'm good. Let's get it. Let's have a good time. Let's sing. If there's emotional songs, we go there too, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, that's the thing for me. Like there's no I don't know. There's no specific moment.
Yeah.
Because I love it so.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Other than performing here, do you perform anywhere else?
Yeah, I'm actually doing a show here once a month, my own show here once a month, starting June 25th, the last Wednesday of the month, which I'm so excited about.
that.
I've done it here before,
Okay.
and I get to bring it back again, which is exciting.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right for the summertime.
Right before.
Yeah. Let's go.
And
Let's
it's gonna be it's gonna be so amazing. I get to bring some Chicago musicians. I also get to bring some of Prince's musicians I played with for. That's gonna be the first show.
Because your resume stacked.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
bless.
phenomenal.
I'm thankful because I put in a lot.
Yeah.
And every artist has, but I just feel like I get a chance to have fun with the guys and gals that I've been working with in the industry, and create some little fantasy land in there. They're giving me an opportunity to do that, so I'm excited about that. Yeah.
That's amazing. It's just amazing, like how talented you are, the control over it, and repping Peoria.
Yeah, P-Town, baby.
Yeah.
How odd was that to have the show we were at? It was another Peoria person in the crowd.
Good.
I was like, another Peoria. There's like,
I'm listening.
When you came up, I was like, what kind of rigged?
I went to Illinois State.
Oh, you went to ISU?
So like I was right next to Peoria, so a lot of people from Peoria go to Illinois State.
Norma. Yes.
For this coming show, don't want to tell too much.
I cannot give away.
Don't give away anything. Is there something we should kind of keep our eye on? If you could be as cryptic as possible, is there something that this show that people should look for?
There is a lot of, oh man,
shimmy
and drinks.
We lost shimmy last time. New drinks.
Shimmy and drinks.
Shimmy and drinks. All right, them drinks are good.
They good.
Yeah, they good.
They really
good.
Yeah. Just in time for the summer.
Yeah. It's okay. All right. Say less.
So right, exactly. So wear comfortable shoes. Be cute. Wear comfortable
Wear
shoes.
your comfortable shoes.
You're gonna be like out of here.
Well,
everybody in the building gonna be feeling real good. No, it's gonna be one of those feel good, definitely feel good summer shows.
I love that.
Yeah.
Some good energy for the summer.
Kick off summertime shine. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, summertime shine.
Kick it off.
What's your
here.
favorite summertime shine activity besides this?
The beach.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which beach? You got a beach?
I like. Is it Montrose?
Montrose
is a good one. It's a chill
I like
one.
that bar.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because it's right, it's I like it over there. I like
a chill
that.
one.
It's a chill one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to come back.
Yeah,
I feel like
Please, yes.
Oh yeah.
We'll be back. We'll be back because this is.
Yeah.
I said it and I'll say it again. I say it on camera. This is one of those top experiences in Chicago that you have to see. Like you just have to experience it. Chicago saying you got to eat deep dish pizza when you come here. You got to do a hot dog. You got to go see all these things. You got to come see this.
There we go.
You got to come see this.
Put us on one of the lists.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think it is. I appreciate that.
It's got to be.
It's such like phenomenal art. Like so many talented people. It's mind blowing. You're gonna be like entertained for 2.5 hours, which never happens. And usually, like I'm up midway through a movie trying to get out of it. Like, it went by so fast. It really didn't feel like 2.5 hours.
There's something for everybody.
Yeah, it is. And then also, I would like to say too, even our wait staff.
Oh,
when they join in,
amazing.
Yeah, all of them are artists and actors and designers, and this whole tent really is filled with a lot of artists.
Yes, strong artists.
It's a really amazing. So
I love that.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
I'm excited to come back. I'm happy for you and the rest of the crew. So thank you
so much.
Yeah, we're gonna be here with drinks and shimmy next.
Yes, that's right.
Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thanks for being on this.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and we hope you loved it.
And if you could, please follow us on social media at 77 Flavors Shy on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
If you have any ideas or deep dives that you'd love us to do, please contact us at media@77flavorsshy. That's the number 77 flavors and shy for Chicago.com.
If you like visuals, please subscribe and follow and watch us on our YouTube channel at the same thing, 77 Flavors Shy, or search 77 Flavors of Chicago.
If you would like to support us monetarily, go ahead and click that Buzzsprout link in the description of this episode.
And as always, we gonna see you next week. Peace.